Which of the three Broncos quarterbacks did Sean Payton compare to Drew Brees? Plus, we got Broncos breaking news. Welcome in to your Denver Sports Daily for August 5th. Let's go.
Taking you through your morning headlines, it's Denver Sports Daily with Rachel V. Hill.
The Broncos have released safety Cadence Sterns. This is coming out this morning from Tom Pelissero from NFL Network. Obviously, he was a fifth-round pick out of the 2021 draft class. Broncos go on to release them. They must have seen enough out of PJ Locke, who personally, when I was looking at the depth chart, I always put PJ Locke as the number one guy. Cadence Sterns, obviously coming back from injury, as the number two guy. But they saw enough, although I do think Cadence Sterns will see some other action around the league, just clearly not with the Broncos. So how do you feel about them releasing Cadence Sterns? I do wonder, just looking at the safety position, if they have enough depth, and the fact that Brandon Jones has obviously been hurt in that free safety position makes me just kind of like, okay, well, what are we doing here, Sean Payton? Because it just seems a little weak in that area, but it makes me wonder if a very familiar name with the Denver Broncos could possibly be coming back, and that's why they made this move during camp. It's an interesting way of Sean Payton's doing, but hey, we never question him. We just follow and listen and see what he's doing. I know we will probably hear this question be answered from Sean Payton today during the media availability, but Cadence Sterns no longer a Denver Bronco. All right, we will move on though, because who did Sean Payton compare Drew Brees to, and which of the three Broncos quarterbacks is it? Well, it's one probably a lot of people are very happy to hear a comparison to. Take a listen.
I like it. I'm for it. I think it's a trait that when we watched, you see pretty good pocket sense. Doesn't take a lot of sacks. I think he knows when the play's over, time to go. And then I think he can make plays when he's going. So I used to say this all the time, that the sack numbers are a reflection more on the quarterback than the offensive line. And there are some, Brees was one of those guys, he was a tough sack. Ball came out, and I think Bo has traits like that.
I kind of feel like this was a double whammy. For one, Sean Payton able to compliment Drew Brees, of course, and then the Bo Nix comparison, but also feels like a little bit of a double whammy when it's the fact that the quarterback is like more in charge of the sacks than it is the offensive line, because who got a lot of sacks last year under Sean Payton? And did we see him leave this town? Yes, we did. Russell Wilson. See you later, my friend. So yeah, I feel like this should make Broncos country a little bit excited, because obviously Drew Brees and Sean Payton have such a history together. But if we're talking about these comparisons right now, then come on. Let's see Bo Nix start week 1 in Seattle. It's getting down. I know the competition is definitely starting to narrow. And with the release of Cadence Sterns, obviously on the defensive side of things, this makes me believe that Sean Payton already has an idea of what he wants all of this to look like. And we're probably going to find out sooner rather than later, which makes me pretty dang excited for it should Broncos country. All right, we'll move on to some stuff that happened this weekend, because the legendary Denver Broncos linebacker officially joined the Hall of Fame on Saturday, stepping into the club of his sports immortals nearly 41 years after his retirement, following 10 stellar seasons at the core of the Orange Crush defense. He goes on to say, and to the Broncos and Broncos country, I would not be standing here without you, because the best franchise and the best fans in the NFL are Broncos. Randy Gradishar, congratulations to you. Such an amazing accomplishment. There's been so many Randy Gradishar different events that have been happening throughout the Mile High City. I remember him coming into the Broncos facility on the day that he got the call that he was finally going to be doing it. So emotional. You could tell on his face just how he never expected this in a million years. So I'm really happy for him, and what a great job that they did with the Pro Football Hall of Fame on Saturday. Of course, the rain for the game on Thursday was insane, but still definitely a memorable weekend, I'm sure, for the Gradishar family. And congratulations again from everyone here at Denver Sports. All right, let's give you a roundup of everybody who was not practicing over the weekend when it came to Broncos training camp. Defensive end Zach Allen did not practice for a second straight day. Safety Cadence Sterns and quarterback Pat Surtain the second were held out from team period. Obviously, Cadence Sterns now no longer with the Denver Broncos. Pat Surtain, no surprise, they want to keep him healthy, especially after cornerback Levi Wallace left practice due to a hamstring issue, which he seems to be a problem, because he also got Brandon Jones, who remains sidelined due to that hamstring injury. He could return this week, though. You have edge rusher Nick Bonito, who remains sidelined with a back issue. We saw him return for a few days and then back on the sidelines again. And then you got offensive lineman Nick Garrello continuing to work out on the side field as well. Staying in the NFL now, Tyreek Hill has become the first wide receiver in NFL history to be named to the NFL's #1 player list. So the Miami Dolphin player tops the NFL Network's annual countdown of the league's top 100 players, which also makes him the fourth non-quarterback in history to receive the honor. Rounding out the top 5 on the list are Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, no surprise there, 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey, of course, Patrick Mahomes, duh, and Browns defensive end Myles Garrett, according to NFL Network. So congratulations to all of them. How much stock, though, do all of you put into the NFL Network list? Obviously, it's debated on by a lot of their players, and they're the ones who are all saying, hey, these are the top guys in the league. But I'm just curious on the fact of like how fans actually react to it, because I don't give too much to the list. I know it's really cool, but to me, it kind of feels similar to like a Madden rating of like who's going to get that number 99. So just curious how you guys all feel about it. If you see or saw any of the concerts over the weekend, then I guarantee that you probably saw Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce walking out at Arrowhead Stadium with Morgan Wallen. That video was everywhere over social media, but an interesting story that comes out from it. An Illinois man was arrested after police say he threatened to shoot 2 Chiefs players during the concert at Arrowhead Stadium. Prosecutors say that the suspect, Aaron Brown, posted the threats online ahead of Friday's concert by country star Morgan Wallen. While the players' names were redacted by the police, the targets are believed to be Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Chris Jones also walked out with all of them, but the main two being Mahomes and Kelce. They attended the show, obviously walked out, did the whole thing, the high fives of what's up, but Wallen's set was delayed by more than 40 minutes due to the threats, and Brown told police the post was a quote-unquote stupid mistake. He now faces a felony charge of making a terrorist threat. So interesting note. Also, another one we didn't have time for today, but real quick, I want to throw it in. If you did not see the fact that Luke Combs made his friends who lost in fantasy football on his team get up and sing in front of the stage, you have to go watch that video on social media. It is far too good. But we go up to Boulder now. Let's go. Woo! Well, the Colorado Buffaloes may not have had the perfect offseason, but it was one of the best in the college football, according to Rivals.com. The recruiting news website rates the transfer class that Deion Sanders acquired as the best in the sport heading into the fall of 2024. With the transfer portal now officially closed and fall camp underway, the official ratings were tabulated, with Colorado's success came in part to the quantity, getting 41 transfer commits, which was at least 10 more than the next program. While there were no 5-star additions, there were 8 4-star and 27 3-star players, which switched to the black and gold. So pretty dang cool up there in Boulder. I know there's going to be a lot of coverage coming on denversports.com. Jake Shapiro back from his honeymoon, back from the Olympics. So he'll have you covered on everything going up there in Boulder with Deion Sanders. So keep a lookout on denversports.com. Moving on over to the MLB. It's been a minute since we've talked about this guy, Shohei Otani. Well, he's made history yet again, this time as the newest member of the 30-30 club. The Dodgers star stole 3 bases in Saturday's 10-0 win over the A's, giving him 33 home runs and 31 steals on the season. He did it in just 108 games, the third fastest 30-30 season in MLB history. He's also the first Dodger player with a 30-30 season since Matt Kemp in 2011. To the NBA we go now. Well, more like the Olympics, but we're always going to, say Nikola Jokic is a Denver Nuggets star out here. More so than maybe in Serbia, but he has Serbia in the medal round at the Paris Olympics. Jokic and his teammates defeated South Sudan by a score of 96-85 on Saturday, securing their spots in the quarterfinals. Serbia finished 2-1 in group play and will face Australia in the elimination round. The full 8-team bracket was also released, outlining Serbia's path to a medal, but unfortunately for them, they're on the same side of the bracket as Team USA, so those two will meet in the semifinals should both teams get there. Jokic did his part in the loss to the United States earlier in the Olympics, but Serbia struggled hugely without him on the court, which was a 26-point loss. As for the game against South Sudan, Jokic was his usual efficient self. He finished 22 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block in 27 minutes. So Jokic doing Jokic things, of course, doesn't come as any surprise, but I have a feeling we're probably going to see a Serbia Jokic versus Team USA, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, all of that sort of jazz here in the upcoming days. Now to the Olympics, because there were so many good things that happened over the week, of course, but we got to look at your medal count because that's what everybody really cares about. 19 19 gold medals, 29 silver, and 27 bronze, with a total of 75 medals handed out to the United States now officially. But China with 2 more medals in the gold category over the United States. So plenty of good stuff. Again, the total, the U.S. is still smoking it, but we want to have the most most gold medals out there. So we will see. Okay, let's see. Is Justin Simmons on the Broncos' radar now? That's what I'm starting to wonder. It's, first of all, crazy that Justin Simmons hasn't gone picked up yet, but I have a feeling it has probably to do with a little bit more money. But I'm just kind of starting to wonder if maybe they'd be willing to give him a call. If you're Justin Simmons, I don't know why you wouldn't take the call. Your family's all here. You have a bunch of young kids who have probably made friends, started school, all of that jazz. And you already know everything that happens at the Broncos facility. So it has to be somewhat of an easy transition to get back into things. You were here last year under Sean Payton. You know what a training camp is going to look like. You're loved by Broncos country. So I don't know why you wouldn't want to do it, besides maybe disagreeing with management or how things have been done in the past. I don't really know, but it does make me wonder if they're going to pick up the call and give him a little ring. Let's see. Simmons' return would be sweet. I know a lot of people are like, they're big fans about it. So I could totally see how everybody would want it. Did you see how close the 100-meter race was? Wow, I did. I watched that and I was literally like shook by it. I honestly didn't even think that he got gold either, but obviously walks away victorious. So congratulations to all of them. It's been so fun. This entire week this entire weekend, I watched so much of the Olympics and it was so much fun. I was just able to chill out on my couch. If you did not know, I had my wedding shower this weekend. So it was like crazy all day on Saturday. And on Sunday, I was like, you know what? I just want to watch the Olympics and chill out and veg on my couch. And that's exactly what we did. Okay, that's going to do it though, because we are going to get ready to head out to training camp. Another week of training camp and hopefully one step closer to figuring out who the Broncos quarterback is going to be. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging with us for a little bit. It is a Marilyn Monday, so James will be with me on coffee break. Of course, we're going to be talking about Cadence Sterns. Should they pick up the phone and give Justin Simmons a call, and what else happened over the weekend that I missed? So make sure you tune in. We will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.